Is there a possibility of a parliament session to debate and discuss the issue of China, because that's the opposition's demand? And now there is a parliament session that has been called on the 18th of September. Will China be an issue on the table?
No, look, I mean, look, the disengagement with China is not going to be negotiated by Navika Kumar on television or by a parliamentary debate. It is going to be negotiated by professionals, by military commanders. This is a serious matter. Please understand that. This is not a debate for you to win on TV. This is something which has consequences for our national security, for our troop deployment. So the professional people are doing it. Why do you have a problem with that? Do you not trust the Indian Army? Give me a yes or no.
No, I trust, but I'm raising the questions the opposition also raises, and some people feel that if the opposition raises these questions, it's well within its rights to raise that question.
Sure. Look, I have no problem. Then be prepared to hear my answer, no? You know, if I tell you, I say that when you suggest that a bridge has been built and somehow it is the fault of this government, I say you're lying. That bridge is built on land which has been under Chinese occupation since 1962. Please be prepared to hear that answer also.
Absolutely. And on the issue of trade, questions are also raised that when we had, the confrontation with China, we banned a few apps, we banned a few, import items. But even after doing that, trade with China is going on increasing in favor of China. How do you respond to that, Chad?
No, see, we today are facing a problem, not just vis-a-vis China. This is a problem of our manufacturing ability, of our competitiveness, because, frankly, of decades of economic policy which did not support the building of economic strengths, which did not support our industry, which did not support our labor in the manner in which we should have. Okay. Instead, people saw importing from China and importing from other countries, not only China, as a way of a quick solution for their needs out here. In my view, that was a fundamentally flawed economic outlook, which was justified in the name of globalization. Okay. Now, today, people have woken up to it. The COVID helped us to wake up to it. That there's a much sharper realization. Many of us had that realization earlier, but I think the public has a sharper realization. Other people in different walks of life have that realization that a big country like us, we must build up our own strength, which is why we have an Atmanirbhar policy. Now, an Atmanirbhar policy is implemented through a Make in India program. Now, here is the challenge in a way. Even if you are to push Make in India and Atmanirbhar policy the fullest, with the greatest sincerity and effort, it will, which we are doing, by the way, it will still take you time to make, to have the necessary production in India and the capacities. Okay. Meanwhile, your economy is growing. You can't stop economic growth because you're not producing at home. So I think what you will see is in more and more areas, what was previously imported from outside will be manufactured out here. But here again, I mean, this is the third time we are coming to politics, and this time I'm bringing it up. Okay, the same people who made industry difficult in this country, who made employment difficult in this country, who used environment as an argument to stop growth and progress in this country, who delayed every infrastructure project which was necessary for this country. Today, suddenly they take a view that, no, we should, if you're serious, why are we importing more? But You had 10 years where you didn't do what you had to do. And now you're saying, okay, the 11th year, the new guy coming in must solve all your problems. So it doesn't work that way. It will take time for us to grow. But to do that, again, just like if to me, a starting point, what is the starting point of defending our borders? For me, it is build your border infrastructure and back your army. That's what this government has done. What is the starting point for building your economy? Do Make in India. Now, if you trash Make in India, if you say, Make in India, it's a fraud program, kuch nahi hoga, ye jumla hai, you are lowering national morale.
You got into politics, I didn't.
Huh? No, I don't do politics. You are lowering national morale at a very time when you should be taking off, right? So, I look, just see, I give you an example. We came back from USA. One of the really big achievements we had was to start getting the semiconductor industry, global semiconductor industry, to come to this country. Why did we do that? Because we know today semiconductors is a key metric of national strength. Now, if the moment you do that, you have people who are running down saying, all right, you are spending money on this, why are you doing this? So every time you try to do something good, there are always voices here who say, we shouldn't be doing this, this is infructuous expenditure of money. So the point is, today there has to be a commitment between ease of doing business, between Gati Shakti, between making life less bureaucratic, and then strengthening human resources, digital India, skill India, innovation, startups. I think we are today getting our act together. And let me tell you, to take you back to G20, today countries in the world respect us because I hear, when I go abroad, most of the time, they are interested in what we have done in terms of digital delivery, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of innovation. So they talk about, look at Chandrayaan. For them, Chandrayaan is actually the story of what India is capable of. And I can tell you, it was a showstopper in the BRICS. That it became the conversation we just took over.
What were the reactions?
I mean, look, there were countries and leaders who were even more excited than I was. And a lot of them, especially the Global South, because mostly they were Global South countries. Most of them actually had that sense, look, your victory is our victory, your achievement is our achievement. We feel we can also one day do it. Today India motivates the world abroad. We should not, in India, as Indians, we should not forget that. That's also our responsibility.